have a lot of awkward silences and make Vaughn feel really uncomfortable, like he's doing a really bad interview. So we recorded it a little while ago. We didn't want to do it live, but because we just, I don't know, we just didn't know. But we recorded it so Vaughn would not know. But you will hear this coming up in a couple of minutes. Vaughn basically getting scolded by fake Tate McRae.
Fake McRae.
Fake McRae coming up. That's a couple of minutes away on KDWB. Hang on.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. We are on live video on YouTube, 101.3 KDWB, and on Facebook Live, The Dave Ryan in the Morning Show, and Bailey is answering questions and chatting back and forth.
I am indeed.
Watch the stream right now on YouTube or on Facebook Live. And Ariana Grande confirms Eternal Sunshine, a deluxe album, is coming out eventually. Oh, my God. Let's find out what Ariana Grande has to say about this.
I have specific ideas, and I am going to take my time to make them beautiful and perfect, and then we'll see. I'll let it be a surprise, but I wouldn't say anytime super soon. I'm also trying to navigate the timing of the wicked of it all.
Harvard University is one of several colleges offering courses on the lyrics and music of Taylor Swift. This is not new news, but Professor Stephanie Burt tried to summarize for Vanity Fair magazine what her students learned in class. She said that Taylor gained popularity because she's both aspirational and relatable. We see parts of ourselves in her. We also see someone we wish we could be. Like any great writer, Taylor Swift has a talent for framing common emotions. She can crystal nostalgia, lust, and regret. If we felt them, Taylor lets us feel them anew. It's kind of cool. By the way, her 11-week reign at the top of the album Billboard album chart might have met its match. At midweek, Zach Bryan is outselling TTPD, just to let you know. Wow. Shrek 5 is officially in development with the original stars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz. It's set to hit theaters July 1st, 2 years from now.
Yeah, I know. That they were like, hey, Shrek 5's coming out in 2026.
In 2026, exactly. Tomorrow night, Serena Williams hosts the annual ESPY Awards, honoring the year's greatest athletes and best performances. Alec Baldwin is in the, boy, does he look different and old and rough
really?
in court. Yes, he is just, his hair is all gray. He's wearing big old glasses. Opening statements in his manslaughter trial are scheduled to begin this morning in New Mexico, where half the residents are registered gun owners. He faces 18 months if convicted in connection with the shooting death of the cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Yesterday, jurors were sworn in. The judge promised their faces will not be shown on TV. It is expected to be about a 2-week trial. The judge informed jurors never to speak with reporters, but more than 41 news organizations are camped out on the lawn of the courthouse to get this. New Mexico hasn't had a trial of this magnitude in 150 years.
Wow.
The last trial in New Mexico this big was the 1881 trial of Billy the Kid.
What?
Believe it or not. Yes. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pregnant. Here is Gypsy Rose talking about the whole thing.
We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected. But we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood.
Belly button piercing is back. Bailey, did you ever have a belly button piercing?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I wasn't cool enough for a belly button piercing.
Tattoo parlors have seen an uptick in the old school belly button piercing. Navels have been safe from the needle for about 15 years or so. But Billie Eilish, Addison Rae, and Ice Spice brought back torso jewelry. They're flashing the bling on red carpets and in social media posts. I think because Billie Eilish, Addison Rae, and Ice Spice are too young to remember when it was popular and when it went out of style. So they look at it and they go, oh, this is new again.
My belly button can glitter?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Sign me up.
Well, the thing is, you get a belly button piercing, the scar stays there forever. Just to let you know, I mean, the scar does not go away.
It's just like a hole, though, right?
It's like a little white scar, yeah.
Oh, is it?
I think Jenny has one. I don't really know.
Does Allison have a belly button piercing?
Oh, God, no. Allison is so not. She does want to get a tattoo. My daughter, Allison, she's not nerdy. She's just very straight arrow. She wants to get a tattoo of
a cross. No.
Why would you guess a cross?
I don't know. You said she's straight and arrowed.
She's not religious.
Okay.
She wants to get a tattoo of a book
Yes, that checks out.
because she loves to read. And I said, always get a tattoo of something that means something to you. So that's what she wants to get.
That's cute.
What else we got here? It has continued to be hot all over the country, and it stays hot here this week. It's going to be very hot later on this week. Today's high is going to be around 84 by this weekend, very likely into the 90s.
And I know you love hot weather. You said you were a lizard once.
I love it. I went outside yesterday to get the mail, and it was like 88 degrees, and I'm like, this feels so good. I have a philosophy. I will complain about the cold, but I will never complain about the hot.
I love the heat.
I love the heat, too. A lot of people are like, I hate summers in Minnesota because it's so hot and humid. And I'm like, yes, bring it
It's
on.
summer, okay?
Love it. All right, that is The Dirt on KDWB, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. Coming up next, the punked interview where we told Vaunt that he's going to interview Tate McRae. And it's not Tate McRae. It's Bailey's friend, Lexi. We said, okay, you're going to play Tate McRae. We're going to tell Vaunt that he's interviewing Tate McRae. Vaunt's really never done a celebrity interview before. So tolerate him for a few minutes, then start making fun of how stupid his questions are. We'll play it back next because we had to record it a little while ago because we didn't want Vaunt to find out live on the radio. So you'll hear it next as we punk Vaunt by making him think that he's interviewing Tate McRae. It's next on KDWB. Bailey's friend. Now, she actually studied up a little bit on Tate McRae.
She really did.
And I don't know what Tate McRae sounds like when she's not singing. And obviously, neither does Vaunt. Now, you'll hear the interview start, and then we'll fast forward through some of the questions that she answers politely. Here we go. Dave Ryan Show on KDWB. Special guest, Tate McRae. Good morning, Tate. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for calling us. We were looking at your concert calendar, and you're going to be at the Armory here in Minneapolis on August 1st. And have you been to Minneapolis before? Is this a new thing? Have you been here in Minneapolis? So we're setting this up, and I'm talking to her like I would before I turn the interview over to Vaughn. So she's just, answering random dumb questions, and don't even need to turn it up because it's not Tate McRae. But then I turn it over to Vaughn.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota delicacy.
I want to try that out. Now, Tate, I hope you don't mind. We found a super fan who's going to interview you because we all love you. We love your music. We've been, listening to you here on KDWB for a long time. But Vaughn is new on the show, and he wants to do the interview with you. So Vaughn actually wrote up a bunch of questions. Are you cool with letting Vaughn from our show take over and do the interview?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Vaughn, take it away.
I think, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for popping on. I want to let you know that it is ridiculous how In My Feelings your album got like a 22-year-old man, because it was just so good. Between X's, Run for the Hills, my boss can tell you how bad I've just been crying, or not crying, but just oh, this song is so good.
Oh.
But I also know you've got Olivia Rodrigo is your bestie, and you just came IG official with the Kid Leroy. Are we seeing stuff with them coming out in the future?
That's a lot of people are wondering that, actually. And I don't know. I mean, I think the better question is, I would have to ask them if they would even want to work with me. I feel like they're both on another level from me.
Oh, not at all.
Now, we fast forward a little bit to get past the boring. It's not a real interview anyway, so why would you want to hear it?
Do you have a favorite song from either one of them that's top of your playlist?
Did you come up with these questions yourself?
Why you say that?
They're just I don't know. They're just typical questions, I guess. I've answered a lot. But Lady Gaga, her first albums are still near and dear to my heart. I really like Just Dance. It's always been one of my favorites.
No,
Okay.
Vaughn's
Sorry.
uncomfortable. He doesn't know what to say.
So when you kicked off, you did your show back in Calgary, I'm probably saying that wrong, last week. And then what's the first stop when you kick the second half of the tour back off? Or did that start this week?
Tomorrow. It's in Los Angeles.
Ooh. Do you have any pre or post show rituals that you're a big fan of?
I just like chilling before the show, I guess. I don't, I like to be as relaxed as possible before I go on stage.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that just grounds you, outside of doing shows? Maybe you have a Netflix show that you're watching or binging right now?
These are just the most typical questions. I feel like I just answer these in every single interview. I mean, everyone talks about Bridgerton, and I guess Bridgerton is okay. I'm not I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but I've tried it.
Can you come up with a good question, Vaughn?
Yeah,
I mean, seriously.
I'm picking at straws over here.
Yeah.
You're asking, Tate's getting kind of annoyed that you're coming up with the same questions that every DJ in the world asks.
Yeah.
Can you come up with something better? I hate to waste your time, Tate, because
I apologize as well.
Put a rookie on to do the interview.
Jeez.
I thought he was doing great.
I know you said in an interview once before that you like probably the best artist or the most versatile. And you've done, the, I guess, dance electro thing with Tiesto. Do you see yourself crossing over to, I don't know, any other, country's popping right now?
Oh, God, no.
Why not?
I feel like that's I guess Beyonce did it, but she gets so much, crap for that. I wouldn't do anything as dramatic as country.
Well, tell you.
Yeah, I'm comfortable where I'm at, I guess.
I love that for you. Well, August 1st, we're excited to see you here at the Armory, Tate.
He's wrapping it up.
Thanks. Yeah. I hope to see you there.
Of course. We'll all be there.
Should we let Vaughn off the hook?
I was about to say, I hope you mean that.
I know. I was I don't know if she meant that or not. Yeah, let's let him
Vaughn,
off
I have
the
some
hook.
news for you. This is not Tate McRae. This is Bailey's friend, Sarah.
No, it's Lexi, my friend Lexi.
Oh, Lexi. Okay,
What
sorry.
in the hell?
And I'm sorry you got all jazzed to interview
I
Tate
was
McRae.
looking at you what the hell is going on?
We set you up.
It's the giant pause when you're Dave. wrap
Because
this
I
up,
was
and
like,
he's looking at
Dave,
you
please.
keep going.
And then he was like, no. Lexi, Dave, Bailey, Jenny, screw all of you. I was like, what in the hell? And you low-key do sound like Tate McRae just talking.
She's a method actor.
So I was like, what the hell? I low-key thought something was up because Dave didn't like.
I was hoping you get
Jump in.
meaner. I was hoping
Yeah.
that you get meaner. Like, can we just end this interview right now? These are the
I'm not
stupidest
an
questions.
a-hole, but
I was
just
hoping.
like,
I was hoping you would be a complete a-hole, and Vaughn would just be like, not know what to do. So you're a great liar.
I already felt that, especially when he like jazzed me up at the beginning and was like, "I'm such a huge fan." I'm like,
because I swear to God, like I am the biggest Tate McRae fan. I was like, screw you. It's like I hope you do.
You know
that.
what? Never believe anything that happens to you on this show, Vaughn. Never believe
Jesus
anything.
Christ.
I am ill over this.
Tate McRae, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Lexi.
I love
of
it.
course.
How do you feel, Vaughn?
My stomach was in my ace, like, because I was in there with you and I was pivoting to. I was like, Dave, please. Because
Better
bail
if
you
you
out.
would save me.
literally, I didn't want to say that. I was looking at you and you were like, no, you got it. And I was like, I don't got it. Jeez.
The funny thing was, you actually had really good
Yeah,
questions.
they were great.
To hell with all of you.
Somebody did text in saying this was a good learning experience for Vaughn. Not every interview is going to go great, and you pulled through.
And
So,
I was
congrats.
like, Dave, like, you're just obviously a pro's pro. So I was like, Dave can make light of this. And then you weren't. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just drowning over here. This is ridiculous.
You're welcome. This is what friends do. They prank each other. Now it's a matter of payback.
Oh, my
Vaughn,
gosh.
God
All of you
knows.
watch your backs.
No kidding.
Oh, no.
All right, it's 101.3 KDWB.
Oh, I'm sorry that necklace, kisses to my exes.
That is Tate McRae, the real Tate McRae. It's called X's on
Is it?
KDWB.
Is it, David?
No, that was actually me singing.
Was it
Oh,
real?
God.
Surprise.
A little while ago, we punked Vaughn by telling him he was going to interview Tate McRae, and it was not Tate McRae. It was somebody that we asked to do it, pretending, and then got rude with Vaughn, and I was dying. It was very funny.
Oh, my gosh. My stomach is
I don't know what your
still-
friend does, Bailey, but she was a phenomenal Tate McRae.
Yeah,
like
well,
she's
she
I
was.
met her in theater in high school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So she does acting, but then she works part-time at the Lowe's, or where does she work?
She's like, I think she doesn't do acting at all anymore. She just is always willing anytime, especially with pranks. She was the friend who'd be like at a sleepover, hey, let's prank call somebody. I'd be like, you guys, no, we can't. We might hurt someone's feelings.
Oh,
So
that's
she
too
was
funny.
super down.
It is Dave and Jenny and Vaughn and Bailey, the Dave Ryan Show. Thanks for all the text messages and the positivity. We appreciate that. Bailey, the other day, she was doing, out of nowhere, an impression of Vaughn. And I'm like, oh, my God, that sounds just like Vaughn.
It didn't.
It did.
It did not.
This is the cadence and everything. So we said, okay, Bailey, we're getting an assignment for you. We want an impression of everybody on KDWB. Can you do everybody on KDWB?
Yeah, I wrote little monologues for everybody.
Monologues.
Okay.
Monologues.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's find out.
Okay, who should I do first?
Start with the morning show. So start with Dave.
Dave. Okay, here's my Dave impression.
Here
This
we go.
one's probably my least good one. Okay. Yes. Hello, this is Dave Ryan Show on KDWB, and I am Dave. I live in the beautiful Chan happening with my girl Josie. She's so old now, but she'll always be my sweet, sweet girl. And I also have a wife. My boy Carson is visiting right now. I just love my boy Carson, but he's not very chatty. Yeah. I don't know why he's like that. Maybe because he's kind of a shorty. That's a joke.
No, that's a joke.
I do have to remind you fools, it's a joke sometimes.
What else we got here? What else? Does anyone want to buy some magic tricks? I want to sell all of mine, but keep like 6 or 7 or 26 of them. Can't wait for War of the Roses today. What's that, Jenny? It's Wednesday. Oh, what do we got coming up next?
Oh, I'm going to hit you.
Marconi Award-winning producer right here. Let's play a song. Let's play Zanzibar by Billy Joel. We haven't heard that one on KDWB since 1986.
Wow, you nailed it. Wow.
That's my Dave Ryan.
Wow.
So good.
Wow.
Thank you.
So much of that is so accurate.
From the beginning with it is, just the way you elongate words.
It is, yes. Okay, that's my Dave.
God forbid I have my own delivery style.
I'll do Jenny. I'll do Jenny next.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Hey, it's Weather Girl Jenny, and you're listening to KDWB. So, you guys, today my boyfriend, Andrew, and I are doing something completely wild for us, and we're going on a massive hike through the caves of Humongous Atan. It's 27 miles. Yeah, it is 27 miles uphill both ways, and apparently you walk against the wind the whole way, and they take your shoes at the mouth of the cave. Thankfully, I have a tool belt full of Celsius that I bought at Holiday Station stores where
Shout
you
out
can
Holiday.
also get some for an amazing deal. You may say another gas station is better, but I don't know about that.
Wow.
Thank you. Holiday is the best gas station.
Thank
Get your
you.
Celsius drinks there.
Okay, and this is my Vaunt impression.
Oh,
which started
Lord.
The whole thing. Yeah, aha! Yeah, this is Von Leek, and you're listening to KDWB. Aha! So the other day, I was doing something crazy with my girlfriend Alyssa. She's my boo thing. You know how it is. Anyway, so we went to this huge event full of people just like us, but we turned around and left instead of embracing that amazing opportunity to connect with others. Instead, I called my grandma, and I said, hey, Grandma, it's Vontavious, and I just ditched a cool event. And she said, boom. She always calls me boom ever since I was a kid. I don't know why, but she's just always called me boom.
He does say that every time.
Every time.
She said, boom, run into the grunt of that experience. But nah, I think I'm just going to sit on my bosom at home. Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
No.
Hey, this is Von Leek. That's how you say it every time.
How do I say yeah? Do it?
Yeah. This is Von Leek. Hey, everybody, this is Von Leek.
Am I always yelling? That's what it
Yes.
sounds like.
You're
Jeez.
always yelling.
Hey, guys. That was
That was
great.
amazing,
Thank
Bailey.
you, guys. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Bailey's impressions.
Bailey's Impressions.
You can
on
book her.
101.3 KDWB.
You can book
Who's
her by
that?
texting 53921.
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my Bailey impression.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, so I went out to the theater last night, and then I was last night. No, that's Drake. Sorry, that's
Yeah, I was
Drake.
gonna say,
Wow,
come on.
okay.
Oh, no. So anyway, yeah, it's Bailey, and I went out to the theater. Now I can't do it.
No,
I got
just
nothing.
sing Annie.
Just sing a show tune.
The sun will come
Just
out
sing
tomorrow.
All right, it's 101.3 KDWB. Thank you, Bailey. You are now fired. We appreciate your 6-week service here on KDWB. I forget how this came up, but we were talking the other day about don't act like you never. And we asked people on Facebook, don't act like you never, and then fill in the blank. Don't act like you never. For example, don't act like you never pee in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Don't act like you never blow your nose and then take a little peek at the product.
I don't do that.
You absolutely do.
No, I just squash the Kleenex right away. I look at other things I produce. in the toilet.
Well,
Yeah,
that's,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
It's true because even Oprah said, yeah, when you poo, you turn around and you take a look because you want to gauge the texture.
Severity.
Severity. Somebody said, I heard something the other day, they said, that's not a number 2, that's a number 3. In other words, that is such a bizarre one. That is a number 3. Jenny, don't act like you never. Give me one.
Don't act like you never forgot to pay for something because it was like at the bottom of your cart and you didn't go back in and pay for it.
Me.
Okay.
Sometimes, like an eyeliner is just a skinny little pencil.
Or like there was water on the bottom of your cart at Cub and you get out to the car and it's like, well,
oops.
Don't act like you never. We got a bunch of these on Facebook. Bailey, don't act like you never. What do you got?
Cheated on a test. You know you did. You know you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your eyeballs go all the way to the side to see what Katie Cap is writing on her piece of paper because she's the smartest in class.
Vaughn, don't act like you never.
Don't act like you never cheated on a girl or a guy.
Well, I think a lot of people haven't done that.
I have. You're going to do it.
Everybody's done it.
Jenny, don't act like you never.
Right, okay,
Everybody's
fine. Don't
done
act
it.
like you never.
Whether it was physically or emotionally, it happened.
I'm glad you admit that. I think that most people have.
Yeah.
Especially when you're younger. It's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Don't act like you never. I want you to text me at KDWB1 53921. I'm going to read some that we got via Facebook. Don't act like you never pick your nose in your car.
Yeah.
Don't act like you never told your partner somebody's secret that you wouldn't tell. You get a pass. When you tell your partner, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fallon used to tell me stuff. It'd be like, don't tell anybody. Don't tell Steve. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, don't. And I'd be like, oh, Susan.
Susan, guess what?
Fallon, blah, blah, blah. Don't act like you never said your 15-year-old child is 12 to get a child price versus the adult price.
Brilliant.
That is true. Another one, Brandy O'Connor says, don't act like you never got your 2.5-year-old into the zoo for free when 2 is the cutoff age for free.
Oh, yes.
That was my mom. She used to carry me around so I looked younger.
Oh, adorable. Don't act like you never... that you mute your phone to answer a call when you pee or flush.
Dave.
So I don't bother to mute it. I don't care what you guys hear. I don't care. Don't act like you never. Send me a text. Vicky says, sit in your driveway to finish your call, text, or just scroll social media because you don't want to go in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a peace of mind.
Yeah.
Don't act, Leah Haas says, don't act like you never sneak your own snacks into the movie theater.
100%.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, we know, Dave, but we do it.
I don't sneak in popcorn. As long as I don't sneak in popcorn.
Oh, I've snuck in popcorn for sure.
What?
Just the whole bag just sitting in my aunt's purse.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I've got one, but I don't want to say it on the radio.
Okay.
But if you are a guy, don't act like you never. And if you want to hear what it is, call me. I won't say it on the radio.
Okay.
But if you want to hear, then I will tell you off the radio.
Oh, Dave.
And I've said this before. Don't act like you never. And I told you, I'll tell you guys again. Here, I'm going to turn the microphones off.
All
okay?
right.
Okay.
Don't act like you never.
Oh, my God.
David.
Dave.
You have.
Jesus.
Every guy has.
That's gross.
That is not true at all.
No, don't act
Yeah,
like you never.
Vaughn,
That
can
is
you
not
confirm?
true.
Don't
Yeah,
act like
confirm.
you never.
I maybe have thought about it.
Every
Never
still
have.
young.
guy has.
You're still young. It'll happen.
One day.
Don't
Just haven't
act
reached
like
my
you
peak.
never.
We got a bunch of texts for don't act like you've never.
What do you got?
Don't act like you've never
Smelt
taken
your
a nap when you're supposed to be working remotely. That's definitely
Oh.
common when you work from home. Don't
Right.
act like you've never smelt your own fart.
Yeah, I like this person who said smelt your toot. Don't act like you never smelt your toot.
Don't act like you never called into work because you were too tired. Don't act like you never crop dusted in the grocery store aisle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably true.
Don't act like you've never dreamed of somebody else while sleeping next to your partner.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Well, not all the time, but once in a while, it'd be like, whoa, that's weird.
You can't
Yeah.
control dreams, though, but you
No.
can think about somebody. Daydream? Yeah.
We got some phone calls here. Hello, KDWB.
Hey,
Hello.
good morning. I'm
Hi.
very invested in this morning's show. What is the thing that guys...
That guys do, they do, and then you act like you never do. What's your name?
Like you never done?
What's your name?
My name is Joe.
Joe, I'm going to tell you off the air, but you are at least 18 years old, right?
I am indeed.
Okay. Joe, don't act like you never.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is
Don't
that
act like you never.
Is that accurate, Joe?
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It may be accurate.
Yeah, it might be accurate. I was saying, okay.
That's what I thought.
Hello, KDWB. Hello? Hello, KDWB.
Hello?
Hi. What's your name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Are you calling for the Don't Act Like You Never?
Yep.
Okay. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. If you're a guy, don't.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, yep. Well, you're the one that asked.
I did.
You're the one that asked.
She regrets asking.
Okay. Hello, KDWB. People are hesitant to talk.
Yeah.
They're surprised that they're getting a phone. Hello, we're on the radio. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. Are you calling for the Don't Act Like You Never?
Yes,
Are you at least 18?
I am.
Okay. Matt, don't act like you never.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah. Don't act like you never, Matt.
We talked 10 years ago, and you told me that off air.
Okay, right. It's the same one?
Yeah.
It's the same
always
one.
a good one.
Thank you, Matt. There's so many people calling. Bailey, you can answer the rest of the phone
No.
calls. Bailey, answer the phone calls.
No, I
All right.
can't.
Let's play a song. You want to play a song? I think we should play a song. Let's do that. It's 101.3 KDWB. Don't act like you never. What are you giggling at, Bailey?
Should we play a song? Should we play Zanzibar by Billy Joel?
Stop
That
it.
one hasn't been on since 1986.
On KDWB. you never. And I said one a little while ago, and I told Bailey and Jenny and Vaughn, and they're like, man. It's like, don't act like you never pee in the shower. Don't act like you never have an erotic dream about somebody that you shouldn't. Don't act like you never crop dusted in the produce aisle over a cub. Don't act like you never. And I said, every guy will act like they never. And so there's a bunch of guys on the phone right now, and they're all calling to find out. You're all here to find out what is the don't act like you never, right?
Yeah. I want to hear what Dickens is.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wow. It sounds like a bunch of dudes.
It's a bunch of dudes. I know there are a bunch of dudes. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a guy, don't act like you never tasted your own jizz.
No, no.
Don't act like you never. Don't act like you never.
No, never. No. Never thought about it.
Okay, so there it is. Put it to rest.
Yes.
We'll do this again in another 10 years.
Another 10 years.
And we'll remember to turn the mics off when we say it.
Can't remember anything anymore. All right. We'll be back in a second on KDWB on the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Jenny's been on Reddit, and we got the keyword for paying your bills. Let's get that keyword out early. What is the keyword this hour? Because I wanted to give you a chance to win that $1,000. You will text it or go on KDWB.com and enter this keyword and get that $1,000. The keyword this hour is...
Grand.
Grand. Okay, go do that now for a chance at $1,000. We'll be right back with Jenny's Been on Reddit.
101.3 KDWB.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Warming up into the weekend today. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 84. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 87.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies Black Friday and July deals are live. Check out incredible savings on select laptops and more, like the XPS 15, powered by Intel Core processors. Don't miss out on Black Friday and July savings at Dell.com/deals.
The amount of money that Nicolay Law has won their clients over years of cases is so huge, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the fact that Nicolay Law is committed to serving you. They care about winning your case, of course, but they also care about you as a person. But one thing that does help you out is the fact that if they do not win your case, you're not paying. So once again, they don't win, you don't pay. Give them a call today if you've ever been injured, 1-855-NICOLET, or you can find more information online at nicolaylaw.com.
Save big money on new siding now at Menards. Update your home's exterior with Cedar Creek vinyl siding. This low-maintenance siding withstands the elements and is available in 16 color options, ready to install. Save big money on Cedar Creek vinyl siding at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers according to J.D. Power. For more information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Save big money at Menards.
Look at your cup holder. It's empty, and you're feeling thirsty. Head to a nearby convenience store and fill it with a Pepsi Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew, or Starry. Grab a delicious, refreshing Pepsi for the road.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
Sometimes there's a sweet spot. It's kind of like when you're having somebody scratch your back. You're like, to the left, up. Oh, right there. The sweet spot with jewelry stores, right there between the giant mall jeweler or the mom and pop jewelry stores, is Wedding Day Diamonds. It's kind of the sweet spot for jewelry stores because they're still small enough to give that incredible one-on-one attention. And they're also not owned by a giant corporation, so you're not just a number. You're going to know your client advocate. You can call them a salesperson if you want to, but we don't really use that term. As a client advocate, that's you, because they want to help you find exactly what you want. And you'll get that personal attention with all the selection and great pricing of a bigger store. So they're big enough to be able to have the resources to create your perfect engagement ring and source the most beautiful diamonds for you. So stop into any Wedding Day Diamonds. There's 9 locations here in the Minneapolis or Minnesota area, and you're going to immediately experience a level of client service and professionalism that you've never witnessed before. And once you get past all that, you've got a beautiful ring, a beautiful piece of jewelry to last a lifetime. Wedding Day Diamonds, 9 locations in Minnesota, or online, weddingdaydiamonds.com.
Aren't you worried Max might run off? He's safe. We installed invisible fence. See a special color? So he can roam freely but won't leave the yard? Exactly. And it was so easy. Invisible fence installed everything and even sent out an expert to train Max. I need invisible fence for Roxy.
Go to invisiblefence.com to get started today, absolutely risk-free. Give your pet freedom and safety. Go to invisiblefence.com right now and schedule your free consultation. Go to invisiblefence.com. That's invisiblefence.com.
Not sure what to do after a car accident? Don't stall the call. Just call 1-800-ASK-GARY. It's a free accident helpline to get you going in the right direction. Real people, free referrals, anytime, day or night. And tell them Roz sent you.
Northern 1 hour, Northern Ben Franklin, Northern Mr. Sparky.
The Unclogginator.
Get it now.
You guys know we have something better than the Unclogginator.
What can be better than clog-free for life?
The Comfort Club Plus.
Tracy, he does have a point.
I sense a big brainer.
Northern's Comfort Club Plus members get free drain cleanings plus, electric system sapifications plus, Northern heat and air restorations plus, front of the line VIP service plus, discounts and deals. Plus,
you could go on and on.
It's the power of Northern 1 hour, Northern Ben Franklin, and Northern Mr. Sparky in one.
You left out the best part.
Oh?
It saves you at least $60 to $120 a month or more.
And it only costs $20.
I see your point.
It's a disservice not to tell people about it.
The Comfort Club Plus, only at
Northern 1 hour, Northern Ben Franklin, Northern Mr. Sparky.com.
Ask about it when you call.
Do it now.
Plus,
with Taco John's new Grande Grillers, there's just something about crispy chicken and 100% North American beef, sealed to melty perfection under the flavor-forging power of the grill. That makes these our boldest burritos ever. New Grande Grillers, only at Taco John's.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Celebrate National Carpet Cleaning Month with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $129 and get a 4th room free. Plus, take $75 off your air duct cleaning, too. Call Zero Res and ask for that KDWB special. 952-ZERO-RES.
Mall of America's Summer of Games. mallofamerica.com/summer for more info.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
On 35W, we have delays northbound from 94th up to 494 and from 36th Street up to 94. Southbound slow, Highway 280 to Washington. 35E, delays northbound from 494 to St. Clair and from 694 to Highway 36. 169 delays northbound, Highway 101 to Pioneer Trail. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
We are back. It is season 2 of your favorite New Girl Rewatch podcast. We have got a new season. We got a new name. We have got some of your favorite people from the New Girl universe. We've got the creator and showrunner, Liz Merriweather. We got the Max Greenfield.
We also have some of your least favorites, like Jake Johnson.
Oh, Lord.
Hannah, what's up?
We do have Jake Johnson, though.
Yeah.
Listen to The Mess Around on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Mess Around and start listening.
Wake up with the Dave Ryan Show in your living room. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. 101.3 KDWB.
I've got $1,000 for you, and you can win this $1,000, but you do have to do a little something on your end. You got to go to KDWB.com, enter a particular keyword. That's what we call it. It's a boring word, but it's like grand. So you enter grand, like in $1,000, and you could win $1,000. What are you going to do? I'm going to say a telescope. Now,
for what?
Well, for stargazing, looking at the moon, or
peeping on the neighbors.
Peeping on the neighbors. That was your idea,
no,
Bailey, not
he
my
has
idea.
Binoculars in his car for that.
For peeping?
I don't.
You've literally said that on this show before,
No,
so
that is not what
I'm
I
not
said.
making anything
I
up.
said I keep binoculars in my car just in case I need them.
To look into the neighbor's
That is not-
yard and windows.
That is not what I do.
You say birds, but you mean boys?
Anything, just in case, just in case I need them. Like, for example, let's say that there's like, I don't know, a plane crash or something, and you can't get too
Turn
close.
on the news, bucko.
Yeah, look at social media.
Let's say there's a Sasquatch. A Sasquatch.
Turn on the news, bucko.
You get to look at me every day. You don't need binoculars
Yeah,
for
right,
that
exactly.
one.
Yeah, it's a Sasquatch. No, it's Jenny. So whatever, you get a telescope for stargazing or peeping in on the neighbors.
Peeping? Yeah.
You can get a good telescope for $1,000. You don't need one, but
you want one.
Maybe you do want
That's
one.
the point.
$1,000. Go on KDWB.com, enter the keyword grand.
101.3 KDWB and American Building Contractors want to help you win $1,000.
Just enter this nationwide keyword on KDWB.com.
Grand. That's grand.
Enter it now at KDWB.com. Go win that money and watch for your phone to ring in the next hour because it's probably us calling to say that you won $1,000.
Uh-oh. Jenny's been on Reddit.
We love to make fun of rich people and their problems. So here's a
Okay,
bunch
what do you
of
got?
rich kid syndrome stories that will probably drive you insane. This person said, I used to work with someone who proclaimed to be an environmentalist. She was very preachy. Once I had a can of Coke on my desk. She said, you're going to recycle that, right? She used her father's personal jet all the time, one time just to fly to NYC to see a baseball game.
What?
Mhm.
That's nuts.
That is so, yeah, that really irks me because there's so many people who are like, oh, you know, all the environment, save the planet, global warming. Every a-hole in this building does not turn the lights off when they leave the studio. Seriously, I walk around like your dad, turning off lights in every studio because every DJ in this building is like, oh, save the planet. And then they leave the lights on.
I did watch you turn a light off. We were walking in together yesterday morning. And all of a sudden, he dipped into one of the rooms. I was like, what is he doing? And then I realized he was turning the light off.
What's Rusty? You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm all about turning lights off. It drives me insane that Andrew doesn't turn the lights off in our house. But
Yeah,
that's
but that's
more
'cause
so.
you pay
I
that
was
bill.
going to say that's more so I can save some money.
You know
but
how much money this cheap ass company could save if they made a policy of like turn off every TV when you leave and turn off the lights when you leave your studio.
And we still wouldn't get raises.
No, we would not get raises, but
bonuses, nothing.
All right, what else?
All right. An extremely wealthy girlfriend of mine asked me what my favorite Spanish island that I visited as a child was. I told her I never got to go on a family trip, let alone to a Spanish island.
Wow.
A girl I went to school with crashed and totaled 6 cars in 3 years, and her parents continued buying her better and newer cars because every accident wasn't her fault. And if she had had stuff like a backup camera and sensors, they wouldn't have happened.
Oh, my God.
And one time she even got into a fender bender in the school parking lot, and her dad showed up with a wad of cash and paid the other student off, it said.
Wow.
So rich
people problems.
Syndrome stories. A former friend stamping her foot and crying because dad sold the jet and I have to take a commercial flight to our ranch.
Oh, gosh. So sorry for you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Someone else said that they had a friend who worked with a person at Panera, and they hired this teenager who was only working there to meet people, I guess. They didn't need the money. They were very rich, you know. But one day a group left a huge mess in the dining room, and the teenager turned to the friend and said, Should we get the help to clean that?
The help.
So
Not the help.
That's
their
funny.
friend had to explain that they were the help.
You are the help, right?
He quit after that, by the way. A senior rich kid in my high school was driving his dad's Jaguar when his buddy asked him what would happen if he threw it into reverse at 60 miles per hour. So they tried it.
They did.
And essentially blew the transmission and the motor up. A few months later, he got a Porsche for Christmas.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Okay. Chase's mom grew up very wealthy.
Oh.
Her dad was like Arizona's most successful cotton farmer.
Really?
So you know he's worth millions.
Yes.
Julie had a Porsche. She got it on her 16th birthday. She wrecked it, and Dad bought her another Porsche.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
like, are you
God.
kidding? The thing with Julie is she knew that was ridiculous.
Sure.
She knew it was. And it was.
One more story. It says, once I was explaining to my college roommate how I was working overtime so I could afford airfare back home for the holiday break.
Yeah.
Later that day, she had a meltdown because her parents told her they were going to Cancun for Christmas. And she said, but we went to Cancun last year.
Oh, no.
I want to go somewhere different. So these are rich kid syndrome stories.
All right, coming up on KDWB, the stereotype about us Midwesterners is that we're all very polite, and that might be true, but I've got the 10 most polite Midwestern cities. Is Minneapolis or St. Paul in the top 10 most polite Midwestern cities? We're about to find out. If you will please just give us a few minutes of your time, if you will. We'll be right back on KDWB.
101.3 KDWB and American Building Contractors want to help you win $1,000.
Oh my God! I'm looking for a man in finance. Just fun. 6'5", blue eyes, finance.
Listen weekdays for your chance to win a grand. Winner after winner.
I can't believe it!
I won $1,000.
After winner.
So excited.
Pay your bills on 101.3 KDWB.
American Building Contractors is Minnesota's go-to for roofing and siding replacements since 1998. They're the experts for new roofs and windows, siding, and gutters. ABCWillHelp.com.
It's not just the house, it's your home. ABCWillHelp.com.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Happy hump day. It's going to be partly sunny and 84 today. Tomorrow warming up a little bit more, partly sunny and 87.
This report is sponsored by Rolaids.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells spicy wings?
It's still R-O-L-A-I-D-S. Rolaids, powerful heartburn relief. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
This is the sound of a mother humpback whale calming her newborn calf. It is among the most soothing sounds on Earth. On the chance you are not a humpback whale, every YMCA membership now includes a free whole-person wellness welcome, including a body health evaluation and one-to-one personal training and nutrition consult. Isn't that relaxing? Learn more at ymcanorth.org.
We've been making children smile for 25 years. Now we're doing it again with a grand opening party that's full of free fun for families. Camp Smile is the pediatric dentist and orthodontist that kids love and parents trust. We're throwing a party, rain or shine, to celebrate our newest office in Maple Grove. Join us on Thursday, July 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. for jumpy castles, petting zoo, live DJ, face paint, and more. Get all the event details at campsmile.com in Plymouth, Excelsior, Chaska, and now in Maple Grove.
Zigazoo has made me zigzag. What I mean by that is I swore I would never let my kids on social media, but now I'm setting them loose on Zigazoo. Zigazoo is a space for kids to post videos they've created and to share them with other kids just like them. Videos that are moderated by actual people. And since there are no comments or messaging, you don't have to worry about social trolling. Zigazoo, the world's largest social network for kids. Download the Zigazoo app today.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-246-9807. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-246-9807 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-246-9807. 800-246-9807. 800-246-9807.
Hey, it's Dave Ryan with an impression of myself, the noise I used to make when I would bend down to feed the dog. Ready? Now, the good news is I don't have to make that noise anymore. Now that I've lost 20 pounds with Livia Weight Control Centers and kept it off, you can do the same thing. Call Livia today. Get ready for summer. Lose up to 10 pounds or more in your first 2 weeks. That's a reason to celebrate. We have so many reasons to be ready for summer, whether it's bike rides or weekends at the cabin or picnics in the park. Summer is so much better when you feel better, too. And as a brand ambassador for Livia, I really appreciate the one-on-one support at the Livia Center in Minnetonka. Plus, new at Livia, they have semaglutide and tirzepatide weight loss medications. You can find out more. Visit Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Personalized one-on-one nutrition and medical support. Choose the trusted leaders serving our community for 15 years. That's Livia Weight Control Centers.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Unbelievably simple internet that keeps you going. Get USI Fiber.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Highway 169, slow northbound from Highway 101 to Pioneer Trail. The Lafayette Freeway, tight northbound from Plato to 94. 94, heavy westbound Manning to Radio Drive and from Franklin to Hennepin-Lyndale. 94 eastbound, slow from Brockton Lane to Maple Grove Parkway. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's. Macy's One-Day Sale has summer's greatest savings. Shop awesome limited-time specials for big deals on everything you need for this weekend's Backyard Bash and more summer essentials. Don't wait. Macy's One-Day Sale ends Wednesday night.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
It's brought to you by WhiteBearMitsubishi.com. Did we make the top 10 list? Let's find out right now of the most polite towns in the Midwest. Number 10, Indianapolis. 9, Omaha. 8, Peoria. 7, Sioux Falls. Number 6, Akron. Number 5, Des Moines, Iowa. And by the way, this is all gauged on things like the willingness to hold the door for strangers, yield in traffic, tip well, smile, say hello to strangers, and help a neighbor with chores. Number 4, Minneapolis.
Wow. Okay.
Number 4.
Yeah, baby.
You made it.
But number 1, Naperville, Illinois is 3. Overland Park, Kansas is 2. St. Paul, Minnesota.
Wow.
Number 1.
Hey,
When
look
you
at
were
us.
talking about it earlier, I was going to say, I bet you St. Paul's much more polite than Minneapolis.
How so?
Because I just think it's like a little bit slower there, and people are a little more like hometown friendly, like people know each other. It's like a small, big city.
I can see that,
So I feel like, if either city was on the list, I thought maybe St. Paul.
The rudest city in the Midwest is Fallon Bonset's hometown, Evansville, Indiana.
Really? Is it really?
Does that ever figure? That rude bee, am I right? Okay. Number 1, St. Paul. I will tell you this one. People always harp on Minnesota nice and how fake it is. They're like, oh, yeah, people here pretend to be nice, but they're really not. That has not been my experience at all. I know it's popular to say that, just like it's popular to say, I hate Nickelback. But I really think, and this is my experience, and you know me, I'm very blunt, and I'll tell you the truth. If I really thought people in Minnesota were actually rude while pretending to be polite, I would be the first one to call them out.
Sure.
But I really think that people in Minnesota are genuinely nice.
It is so true.
I
remember
really believe that's true.
When I started at KDWB, my first week was the state fair last year, and somebody brought me a bracelet. And it was like, there was a note attached. It was like, we're so glad to have you. It was literally like my third day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, like, this is like sincere.
Somebody mailed my son Chase a Rolling Stones T-shirt for his birthday.
Oh.
They didn't even put their name in there. It just arrived in the mail. And it's like, oh, this is for Chase. So I sent it to Chase, and he loved it. And he said, thank the listener. I said they didn't put their name in there. People in Minnesota, I really think, are just, it's part of like, if you're around nice people, you learn to be nice. But do you think, Jenny, because you can be honest, do you fall down on the side of where it's like people pretend to be nice, but they're really not?
No, I think people are nice here, but I also don't think I've gone to too many places where people are really rude.
Yeah,
like,
same, yeah.
Even in like New York City, I've been to California a couple times. Like, I feel like, yeah, personalities are different. We do know Vance from the East Coast, though, and he's kind of a, D word.
Say it.
Kind of a
D
word.
I don't think New Yorkers are necessarily mean. I just think they mind their own business and they're just going about doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a different culture.
That's probably what I love about it, because they're also fast walkers. So I'm like,
fast walking.
let's go.
Please, let's walk faster, Minnesota.
Can you walk
Seriously.
a little faster?
Let's go.
Come on. Who would you vote for if you couldn't vote for the two candidates, but you were forced to vote for a cartoon character for president? We got the number one answer coming up in a second. And also, somebody is begging to be uncanceled after being canceled a couple of years ago, and it's not really happening. We'll tell you all about it and who it is coming up next on Dave's Dirt on 101.3 KDWB. That keyword is grand. Enter that keyword to win on KDWB.com. Dave Ryan Show on KDWB. Random text message. Dave, is the Arboretum worth the money? Never been. Thinking about going this morning. Oh, 100%. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
It
At
is
this time of the
beautiful.
year, it is a vast, huge, drivable, walkable, Instagrammable wonderland of God's glory.
I've never been either.
You never been to the Arboretum?
Maybe I should go.
Oh, that surprises me about you. You love to garden.
I think I walked through it once on my giant mega walk that I did in the fall last year. I walked near it.
Well,
But
yeah, I
that's
was going to
it.
say, you have to pay to get into
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how much. It'd be
Not much.
$12 maybe
Yeah.
to get in. Totally worth it. Yeah, it is. It's a sign there is a God at the Arboretum. That's their slogan. A sign there is a God. The
It's right on
Minnesota
their website.
Landscape. It's on God's website, or
It's on God's website.
It's on both.
You go to
I love it.
god.com, Minnesota Landscape
God,
Arboretum.
is there a God.com?
I don't know.
Look up God.com right now, Bailey, and see what
God.com.
God.com is.
Okay,
Just a light.
god.com. Yeah,
I'm nervous.
it goes to mybible.com if you search god.com.
Look at that.
Wow.
All right. We're going to do something we do once in a while. It's called I Don't Know the Words Karaoke. If you do a karaoke song and they have the words on a screen in front of you, you're fine. You're good to go. You follow the little color thing and you sing along. This is karaoke without the words in front of you. You just have to do your best. Bailey, you're on the spot.
I have to go first?
Here comes your song. Yeah.
Just jump in when you know it. Yeah, there you go.
Shut up. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. Are we the two worlds apart? Can't reach through your heart.
Yeah, good.
When I say I want it that way, tell me why he ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why he ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Okay, beautiful. That was perfect. No, that was very good.
Should we end it there?
What do you mean?
Grand opening, grand
I
closing.
just feel like it's only going to go downhill from here, and I'm nervous.
I don't really think I got
But
all the
Voss
words.
never done it, so he should go.
You're going to go. You ready?
Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, baby, baby. Come on, Brittany.
Now,
Please save
karaoke
me.
with no words. You have to just do your best.
Baby, baby, you wasn't supposed.
No, you're too
Hold
early.
on, slow down.
Am I?
Just slow down. So, here we go.
We'll cue
5,
3, 2,
6,
1,
7.
go.
Oh, baby, baby, I wasn't supposed to know.
My grandma
I
said.
don't know the words.
Wasn't supposed to go. Baby, baby, I wish I knew the words to Brittany, 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 baby. And we're building the lyrics right now, 'cause we don't know how. I did it again.
Why there's no claps? The claps will help me.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
You're not
Shut up.
In the game. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
No.
I got the
That's funny.
try.
How do you not know any of
He's
the
too
words?
I do know, ooh, baby, baby. That's the most important
I
part.
gotta remember that song is older than Vaughn.
Yeah.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try this one.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Swifties get mad if
Not
you don't
that
know
I
one.
thought it was. No, it's not that one. Okay,
Not the
let me try
one?
this
Okay.
one.
Hey, why don't you give me this one?
Oh, quite the instrumental.
1, 2, 3. Hey.
Scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly, but also known as a busted. Always sitting on his broke ass and just think that he's all that. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I ain't gonna give you mine, and no. I ain't gonna take you nowhere, no. Sir, you ain't fine, and no. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
That was good.
Yes, good job.
I'm impressed that I knew
Most
84%.
of that, yeah. You
of
did
the
know
lyrics.
almost all of those.
All right, Jenny, you ready?
Yeah, what do you got for me? Oh, God.
You better hit those notes, Jennifer. Right here.
Oh.
It was rough. You let me up
and I was sad. Oh. And so I thought I would call my dad.
Does Jenny know this song?
Horrible. No.
Then I recalled that I saw my family. And also that I really, really had to pee.
I don't think he says that.
And I don't recall the last time I had it all.
Ooh, nice.
I have no idea.
Okay, you're
I
terrible.
don't know what. I don't know where that song
Come
kicks in
on.
whatsoever.
It's literally like one verse and the song starts.
Where?
We're all going to try this one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go.
I threw a wish in the well, a melody I'll never tell. I loved you and I fell, and then I touched my way, and then I loved it to quit, and then I danced for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your hair was calling, ripped jeans, spin was flowing, hot night,
Know the lyrics. Where you think we're going, baby?
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And look at the back at you, baby, and here's my number, so call me maybe.
Before you came into my life, I missed you so.
Will you stop her? Will you stop her?
That was
She
personal.
doesn't know that when the song stops, we stop during this one. It's her
I've heard
first
it.
time.
I
It's
heard
okay.
it in my bones
It's
still,
okay.
so you didn't shut off the song in my heart.
Jenny, you were terrible. Jenny, you were terrible today.
You try singing that song. Those are one of those songs. We hear that song 5 times a day. But yet, when you actually have to put the lyrics to it, you're like, I don't know. I know that one
Nope.
part where he really comes
No,
in,
I
but
will
that's
sing
it.
every word to that
These
song.
beautiful
Absolutely right.
things that I got. That's all I know of that song.
Well, maybe next time, Jenny, but not right now. Let's do Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Sip on your coffee while we spill the tea. Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
It's brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices, and it turns out that Will Smith is pretty much begging the Academy to cancel his cancellation. Remember, he was banned from the Academy Awards ceremony for 10 years after he slapped Chris Rock
Starting
in
rumors?
the face. And apparently some members still haven't forgiven him, but more importantly, neither has Chris Rock. And I think that it's justified because not only was it was a physical assault, but it was embarrassing. It was an assault on Chris's character, and it was assault on him as a man.
Imagine
You know what
it
I mean?
was a punch and he still was like, but please. It's like, no, fool.
Who? Well, right, exactly, right.
Hell
But
no.
what would be the wrong person to punch? So, for example, who would have started a tussle? So, in other words, if he went up and tried to punch
Mike
Samuel L.
Tyson.
Jackson,
Ooh.
Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
or if he tried to punch Samuel L. Jackson or Idris Elba, who would like fight back? Who would have been like, "What, bitch? Okay, right now, drop the
Good
mic and
question.
let's going
Vin
down
Diesel?
right now." Vin Diesel, maybe?
Yeah.
Because Chris Rock seems like just a family guy. He's very funny and brash, but he seems like a very sweet human.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason he slapped him. He's like, I'm going to get away with this because this guy's not going to react at
Well,
all.
you don't pick on like the tallest, biggest kid in school. You pick on the shorter, scrawnier kids because that's what bullies do. So,
Like maybe if it was Kevin Hart, he could have got away with it. Because Kevin Hart's just small and short, but I don't know.
well, he did get away with it.
Yeah, he
No,
did.
true.
I think Kevin Hart would be scrappy though. Kevin
you
Hart at
think?
5'4" would be like, "Bitch, what did you just do?"
Yeah,
And he would like,
I don't know if he would have
Fight
been
back.
as restrained as Chris was after it happened.
I think that's one of the things that after this happened, I know we talked about it for months and months, was it showed you what a decent human Chris was in that he took it with a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh my God, I just got the blank slapped out of me by Will Smith."
What about like a Simon Cowell? Because he's just rude.
Yeah, but Simon Cowell, I don't think he would react if he got slapped, but then he would send his people after your people, and then it's over for you.
He'd probably just walk off stage.
Yeah, I'm surprised Chris Rock didn't walk out. That was, anyways, we've relived it enough. A poll talks about the list of cartoon characters that people would vote for for president. And we actually put this on the Instagram to see who people are voting for.
Yep, Dave Ryan show on Instagram. Somebody said Patrick from SpongeBob. Winnie the Pooh. A couple people said Bluey or characters from Bluey. Bandit and Chili. I don't know anybody but Bluey. Somebody said Scooby because he'll give Scooby snacks to everybody that votes for him.
Scooby did come in. Scooby did come in the at number 10 on the whole list.
Ooh, okay. Scooby for prez.
Number one answer, Batman.
I wouldn't vote for Batman.
No.
Why?
Dude's
Scary.
unhinged. Yeah. Superman should be, he's for the American way. He should be above Batman. Truth, justice, and the American way. 3 things? Wow.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
Great platform right there.
That would be a great platform.
Yeah. It is. It's Superman's platform.
But you're a politician, so truth doesn't really work for you.
Well, that you lie about telling the truth.
Yeah, and he's hot. Superman would get the hot vote.
He is.
It's like a Kennedy vote.
That is true.
Yeah.
Lisa Simpson was number 2, Superman 3, Spider-Man 4, and Velma Dinkley from Scooby-Doo.
I'd vote
What did
for
she say?
Velma.
Oh, Jinxies.
Oh, Jinkies.
Was that her?
Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Where are my glasses?
I was
connect
always
with her.
frustrated as a kid watching Scooby-Doo when she'd lose her glasses and she'd fumble around on the ground trying to feel for them. It's like, bitch, they're right
They're
there.
right there.
They're right
It's
there.
like Dora. Dora be like, "Donde está? Where's the flag? Turn around."
It's right there.
Jeez.
Taylor Swift has dropped an acoustic version of Fortnite.
I'm
That's
very
not
grateful
it.
for my
That's
time.
not it. Here it is.
And for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you. Sometimes ask about whoever now you.
Katy Perry's got a new, interesting look. It doesn't look like old, happy, flowery, cupcakey Katy Perry. It's a weird, kind of a leathery, kind of a weird look. And she's got a new song called Woman's World. I think she's trying to reinvent herself a little bit. Check out the song.
And that's
I
out
think
Friday.
That's dope. Yeah, it sounds better than the "She is confident, she is really fun." Because that's her
was that
other
her last song?
God, it's awful.
Apparently
But this
so.
one sounds dope.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pregnant.
We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected. But we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood.
And she says she wants to be a completely different parent than her mother was. Yeah, no kidding.
Knowing that I am a mother now. And I'm happy. And I just want to be a good mother for my child. I want to be everything my mother wasn't.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, good luck. Honestly, I mean, that was such an extreme case, but I do think we learn things from our parents not to do when we're parents ourselves. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so lovey, huggy with my kids, because my dad was not a lovey. He was a good dad, but he was not a lovey, huggy, I'm proud of you kind of a dad. So I overdo it. I think I drive my kids crazy with, like, I'm so proud of you.
You're like,
I just love
God.
you. Have a Polly Pocket when you were a kid, Bailey?
Yes, I did.
Jenny have a Polly Pocket?
Sure did.
Did you? There's a Polly Pocket movie. Lena Dunham has dropped out of the Polly Pocket movie because she said she wanted to make a movie that was all hers. Okay?
Oh, okay.
She says, I did think other people could make Polly Pocket.
She's annoying.
Tell me why. Lena Dunham is annoying. Tell me
Lena
why.
Dunham is
Back that
annoying
up.
because she literally thinks the world revolves around her and that
Okay.
she is the best at everything she does. She
Wow.
made the TV show Girls on HBO, which admittedly was a good TV show.
I was going to say, I only
did
watched the
like
first
it.
couple seasons, but
Yeah,
I did
liked
really
that
love it.
show, but she is annoying. She's an annoying person.
And you know what? I don't disagree with you. Yeah, I kind of agree with
I
that.
mean, she's no Ariana Grande annoying, but
That's true. You might not care, but I will tell you anyway. But Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony from Van Halen wanted to get back together and tour with Alex Van Halen, the drummer. Now, remember, Eddie Van Halen died a couple of years ago, but it's never going to happen because apparently Alex Van Halen, the drummer for Van Halen, sold all of his equipment. So he doesn't own drums or equipment anymore. So that is never going to happen. I thought I would throw that out there. And finally, Billie Eilish and Phineas reveal their biggest argument while making the song Hit Me Hard and Soft. And this is mostly Phineas talking. Here he is.
To give you credit, I was very much like, high and mighty about, like, you're not being honest or authentic enough, and you were coming up with such beautiful melodies and cool cadences that, like, then by the time we had cool lyrics, everything else was done. So I learned a lot from being too egocentric in that process.
I've been watching The Guy with 1,000 Kids or Man with 1,000 Kids on Netflix. I'm at the end of episode 2, and it's just horrifying and fascinating at the same time that this guy is probably 25 or so. He's attractive, and he is a sperm donor. But apparently when you're a sperm donor, you can only limit it to like 5 donations in your lifetime or something like that.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
Sure.
And he lies and comes up with other identities. So he's donating sperm to like over 1,000, maybe thousands of women. So he's got over 1,000 offspring in the world.
I'd love to know his motivation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is it because he wants more of his own genetics, or
Exactly. That's what they think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a God complex where he's like, I want to dominate the planet by having thousands of my own offspring out there. And these women find out about it, find out who he is, track him down, and they say, please stop. And he'll out and out lie and say, I did stop. And they're like, no, you didn't. We see that there's another 50 women. And he's like, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. So I don't know how it ends, if they catch the guy or what. But the funny thing is, a lot of what he does is not really illegal. It's kind of a suggestion. So they'll be like, you know what? If you're going to do a sperm donation, you really shouldn't do more than 5.
Yeah.
But that's a suggestion, not
They
a law.
maybe
Anyway.
need some harsher stipulations on that.
I thought you just said it was a law that you can't donate more than that many times, because I mean,
I don't know that it's a
theoretically,
law.
like, you can't. Then all of a sudden you don't know who's your sibling or cousin, and you might be procreating with those people.
I think in the United States it might be a law.
Oh, but this isn't local.
But it was like
Okay.
in Amsterdam.
Mm.
Anyway, check it out. It's on Netflix. The Man with 1,000 Kids. We'll be back, the Dave Ryan Show, in just a second on KDWB. This hour's keyword, I think it's pretty much expired, but we'll do another one coming up next hour for $1,000. We're doing group therapy coming up in a second on KDWB about an unusual hobby. A very unusual hobby
Hey,
coming
Steve
up.
Ryan, I am going to start a support group for people like me who have tried renting one of those rug monster cleaning machines at the grocery store and